What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Anfield Agenda news roundup. In the main today, we're going to be focusing on the developing Darwin Nun situation, and I'll give you my take on it. Of course, we want to know yours as well. There are a couple of other bits and pieces we'll be going through. We'll be talking about a hint from Virgil van Dijk about his future at the club, and a few other bits and pieces. We want you to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And when we're speaking about Darwin, do remember there's a human being at the heart of this, so tread carefully and be respectful with your comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So before I get stuck into these stories, just want to give you guys a bit of a heads up. The tickets are now on sale for our show in Cardiff. You can come and join us at the Richard Burton Theatre. The good news is it's an all ages event. You can get your tickets for £15 each, or a ticket of 4 for £50. The link is in the description, or you can scan that QR code, and we look forward to catching up with you guys on August the 2nd. Right, look, I'm going to start off with Virgil van Dijk today, and then we're going to go into the Darwin Nun stuff. So Virgil has given a hint that, of course, he does want to stay at Liverpool Football Club. Speaking recently, he said, when asked about a new deal, no news on that. The club is busy now, but I'm very happy here. I love the club, and you can see that as well. There will be a big transition, and I am part of that, which is good news, right? Because we want Virgil to stay around. We can argue about whether we think he's a good enough captain or not, and I don't believe he is. But as a player, I have no doubts about Virgil, and I hope he does sign a contract extension. My own personal view on this has always been that for himself and Mo, I don't think a pay rise is the way to go considering their age profile, but I do hope that both stay at the club. So if they can agree a contract on less money, that will be good news for me. If the club deem that they want to offer them more money, then of course we'll respect that as well. But it is good to hear Virgil speaking positively about his future. So look, that leads me into the main story today, which is of course the Darwin Nun situation. So late last night it started to develop that it looked like he was taking down all the Liverpool images and tags related to his Instagram account. That then was confirmed by many people, but it went one step further than that. He then started to block, or at least I should say whoever manages his accounts then started to block some prominent Liverpool fan accounts. And it kind of got me thinking, how do we react to this as fans? Because there's a few ways to look at this, but again I want to remind everybody that at the heart of this story there is a human being who's clearly suffering. So I got to start off by saying what shouldn't need to be said, but apparently in 2024 it does need to be said. Any targeting social media abuse towards anybody, let alone a player of a club that you profess to support, is absolutely sickening, and there is no place for it in the sport. Look, of course as fans we're entitled to have an opinion. Hell, I have many of them on the channel and not everybody agrees with them. But it would never enter my mind to post on a player's social media account or at them to criticise them. I get my say here on a fan forum where we discuss what we think about the players. After that, I hope the players have nothing but happiness in their lives, and I wouldn't attempt to do it. The fact that in this day and age, people think it's okay to tell people to get out of their club or send death threats to them or racist posts to them simply over what happens on a football pitch is quite frankly disgusting. Now, I don't know how Darwin feels at the minute, but I can say safely it feels like he's hurting, and we should be getting behind him. You'll never walk alone isn't just a phrase, it's not just a cheesy thing that we throw around and talk about. It is true. And yes, I have at times not liked players and wanted them to be sold, but I've always talked about it in a respectful way, or at least I've tried to. But I've never, ever, ever ridiculed somebody in the way that Darwin must be being ridiculed. So I don't think it's a professional look that he took all of Liverpool out of his bio, because I feel like the club has certainly done nothing on him. And if I'm being entirely honest as well, every time I see fans either inside Anfield or the Travelling Cop, they're always singing Darwin's name, they're always getting behind him, and they're always showing him love. I hope Darwin realises that these fans who are being disgusting and throwing this targeted abuse at him aren't real fans. They're modern, fickle football fans who don't understand how to behave. There is a real societal problem these days about people thinking there's no boundaries, there's no line that can't be crossed to get your point across. Look, if you can't articulate your displeasure at something in a respectful manner, then you shouldn't be doing it. And I don't know what's going through Darwin's head, but I know that he's a young man in a foreign country with a young family and he's hurting. He doesn't want to be missing these chances. He doesn't want to be having to face up to social media abuse, and we should get behind him. So I hope that Darwin either just deletes his social media accounts or stays away from them and gets somebody to manage them for him. But I also hope that social media companies really start to step up and make a difference. Because yes, these things are highlighted when it's a footballer like Darwin and it shouldn't happen, but it happens in everyday life to so many people, be they content creators, people just trying to go about their jobs, and it's disgusting. As a society, we should be better than this. We should understand that this is a human being. And yes, you can say he earns a load of money, but it's irrelevant. If you have mental health issues, and I don't know if Darwin does here, but I know he's hurting, the last thing that you care about is how much money is in your bank account or who you play for. You're a human being and we all suffer the same problems. So yes, Darwin Núñez has been struggling to find form on the pitch as of late, but give the guy a chance. Give the guy a break. He's been put on the bench. What more can the club do? If he isn't performing, these are conversations to have in the summer between him, his agent and the club. I hope he stays. I hope Arne Slot comes in and gives Darwin one more season to put it all together. Because I tell you what, if we lose Darwin Núñez, I would bet any amount of money that he will go to another league and tear it up. Because he is a very, very good footballer. Often at times we talk about the divide of a fan base. We talk about locals versus overseas fans, or match-going fans versus non-match-going fans. This time I've got to give immense credit to those match-going fans, to that travelling cop. They're always behind him. They never ever become abusive to Darwin, and they've always been singing his name, even when he's been struggling. I hope that helps him, and I hope that he understands that is in the minority, the accounts and the people that are being abusive to him. I would profess that a lot of these people aren't even Liverpool fans or football fans. If you're going on targeting players on social media with abusive posts, you are nothing but a scumbag. It is disgusting and it needs to stop. All that will happen is we will drive people that we enjoy interacting with, that we enjoy getting a little look inside their lives, be it those family moments, behind the scenes, at football clubs, at works, at concerts, whatever it is, or whoever you follow. You're going to drive them away. Social media is becoming far too toxic, and it's no accident that people are leaving in their droves. Personally, I left my social media accounts about 2 years ago now, and I don't miss them one bit. So yes, I've been critical of Darwin, and I'm sure you guys have as well. But there are lines, and many of us do not cross those lines. So Darwin will never see this video, I'm sure. But we are behind you. We do want you to do well. And most importantly, I want you to be happy. We want you to be safe. And we want you to feel like you belong. So I'm sure the club will rally around. I'm sure his teammates will support him. But we as fans have to do it as well. So that's what I think, my friends. Now it's over to you. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll be back tonight at 8:30 where we can talk about this in far more detail. Until then, hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for tuning in. And again, remember, one of our players needs us. Let's get behind them.